Carry the Cure began while we were doing a suicide prevention school assembly in Nome, Alaska. And it was during the Iditarod time, and so we were watching dog mushers race to the finish line in Nome. And we thought back, wow, these mushers, this whole race began really as a different race. It wasn't a race to win money or prizes, but this race began because in 1925 there was an epidemic of diphtheria in western Alaska. And so we were remembering this whole thing as we were doing a suicide prevention school assembly in Nome, and we thought to ourselves, wow, there's another epidemic in Alaska, and it's depression and suicide. But there's a cure. And the cure is the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so we need to carry that cure to the villages of Alaska. So that inspired us to begin Carry the Cure, to begin carrying the message of Christ to the villages of Alaska. And so since 1996, we've been doing that. We've visited over 200 villages in Alaska, and that's how Carry the Cure began. We start out in each village. The very first thing we do is we protocol the leaders of each village. Before we try to share our faith or present our programs, we want to offer a gift to honor the leadership first. If they accept it, they invite us into their community to speak to the youth and to the adults and to the whole community. And it's a beautiful thing. But that protocol is basically a way of honoring them, who they are, and it really opens the door for us to share the gospel. When we start our presentations, we start with a suicide prevention school assembly called Committed to Life. That Committed to Life school assembly is a multimedia presentation, which requires a large team because a large portion of it is a live band. And sometimes we'll use secular songs with a positive message, music that students can relate to, but yet it still carries a message of hope.